Alrighty guys, welcome back to today's video, where we're going to be analyzing the entire mod of Battle for Bikini Bottom Deluxe, of stuff that has been shown so far. All credit goes to Gravity for showing off all this footage here that I'm about to show you. Credit will be going to him in the description. Also guys, in today's video we're going to be also giving 10 thoughts on what I would also like to see from this mod. Alright guys, here's the first trailer. I'll let you guys watch the trailer, then I'll now analyze it. Watching this trailer now, I'm going to set the quality speed to 0.25 so I can analyze this. Alright guys, time to analyze it. Alright guys, so first off, I'm also going to mute the audio. So first off guys, we can see in the background we have Sand Mountain from Battle for Bikini Bottom, the original. That's something we've seen multiple times, so yeah. So yeah guys, also has this mod has 200 golden spatulas instead of 100, of course, we already saw that. Okay, so the first thing we see here guys is some floating blocks here. It's almost like the ones we see to get to the on top of Shady Shoals spatula in Bikini Bottom here in downtown Bikini Bottom. So maybe guys, there's a mission afterwards guys, where you have to have SpongeBob go across the rooftops using these platforms. And to get a golden spatula, maybe that's gonna be a mission. Also, if you can see right where my mouse is at, that looks like some sort of green pushed button of some sort. So we'll have to see what that does. Okay, so next up we see the kelp forest, and what I can only assume is the kelp vine slide area. What we see here is we have Patrick, and it looks like they were reincorporating the Smelly Sunday, and he's hopping across all these floating tikis. Also guys, if you can see right here, at first I thought this was a red shiny object, but when now I look at it, that is the Smelly Sunday power-up. That is very cool that they're reincorporating content back into the game. Okay guys, so now we are here in the Dutchman's Graveyard here at Sandy. Of course this is a secondary, you can tell by the wall jump, but down here, it looks like there is a button down here that is used to hit something with the ground pound. Also, you can see a bit of Chuck right here as Sandy is gliding through this area. Okay, so the next thing here is we have Goo Lagoon. We have Patrick here jumping across some towels. I'm wondering if this will somehow connect to the mission, and where we have to hit the buttons with the throw fruit to get to on top of the Goo Lagoon Tower to get on top of the Goo Lagoon Tower to get the sock. And where this is connected to that, and also you can see in the background is the Salty Spittoon. That is a very nice addition for sure. But that's pretty much it from what I can notice here in this area. Okay, so now guys, we have some different colored Krabby Patties, which relates to get a golden spatula right here at the end. So what I can only assume guys, we'll be coming back to this later on in the video. Okay, so now guys, we're in Goo Lagoon again. So guys, we have, it looks like almost like a sliding mission of beating somebody's best time. And as you can see, they're on lap 3 in the slide. And also you can see a ground pound button right down there for either Patrick or SpongeBob. Also, you can maybe see I thought I saw another button down there. I guess I didn't. Okay, guys, so more on the Mermal area. We have to go through some of this stuff. We'll be coming back to this in just a moment. Next up, guys, we have this area, which looks like an iceberg area. We'll be coming back to that later on. Okay, so now, guys, we have Mr. Krabs here with text box saying, "Great, I've got plenty more orders where that comes from. If you deliver them all, how about a golden spatula?" And it looks like, guys, they're reincorporating the Krabby Patty mission delivery from Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. And as you can see here, we have this exact cart right here is the exact same one from the Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. So is the food package. I think very interesting. I wonder if we're going to have to deliver some Krabby Patties, like maybe in the rooftops. Okay, guys, so now, guys, over here, it looks like we have what looks like, I can only assume, is Patrick's dream over here. And it looks like SpongeBob's bubble bowling some tikis here to probably to try to destroy a bunch of wood tikis in a certain amount of time. Just so, destroy amount of tikis in a certain amount of time, maybe for either a sock or a golden spatula. Okay, so it looks like we're in the first area here of the Mermal lair. Looks like we're doing some electrical parkour puzzling here. To probably access maybe a sock or golden spatula. Also, maybe that's not, I thought that was a button there. Okay, so now, guys, we have a deluxe menu. So you see all the old missions. Okay, guys, so now then down here, we have a golden spatula named How Tough Are You? I can only assume this is going to be like some sort of ambush fight that you're going to have to fight in the salty spittoon. Looks like the next spatula would be a hidden box to rock bottom. So that almost tells me, guys, that you can actually access rock bottom from Goo Lagoon. That would be a good thing for your speedrunner in order to sequence break missions in the game. So you can now have access to the second hub area without defeating Robo Sandy. Okay, a Trial of Towers. I can only assume this is a new golden spatula to where after, it's either the one where Patrick's jumping across the tiles that we saw earlier, or it's possibly it's either that or it's either for completing and connecting all the lifeguard towers when you first do it before you have to go through the pier and the caves. And maybe it's that, who knows. Also, guys, right here, it looks like we have the sponge ball used here in Jellyfish Fields. Nothing else here, though, but this kind of does break the plot of the game because you usually unlock or know about the sponge ball ability in downtown Bikini Bottom, not Jellyfish Fields. So maybe they'll put the sign that tells us about the sponge ball in Jellyfish Fields instead of downtown Bikini Bottom. That'd be something, but there's no other hidden buttons or stuff. This looks like almost like a wall jump here to get to a golden spatula inside of SpongeBob's closet. Almost looks like this is the Patrick Dilemma area where you're going to have to throw fruits in order to unlock that button here. Don't know what that is. So now the prawn boss fight. I don't know why they're showing this. I mean, it doesn't really look that much different from the original game. Okay, so now it looks like some area over here in the Dutchman's graveyard. We're parkouring across some stuff. Maybe they're giving us some access here for speedrunners to make it easier to go and get to the debug trigger to defeat the Flying Dutchman. Maybe that's something for the speedrunners. Also, it looks like here it's a bungee hook in SpongeBob's Dream, your Sandy Stream. And we have Sandy's Rocket, which you can have access 100 golden spatulas to. That's pretty much everything for this analysis. Now, guys, we're going to go into the next gameplay thing. Alrighty, guys, welcome to the next part. Today we're going to be looking at the Neptune's Champion area. We're going to be watching this, and I will be giving my reaction. And guys, also that was not PC, this was Gravity's PC, that sound is. Okay, so SpongeBob, I request for, what is it, Your Majesty? The audience here in the Poseidon wants an encore after your bout with that wretched foe. I have prepared a challenge designed only for the most fearsome of sea creatures. If you can withstand 1 minute and 30 seconds, you will be rewarded with another golden spatula. Take on Neptune's challenge, yes. Okay, so first thing we noticed here is that you have to survive 90 seconds. It looks like here we have the Neptune fight music from the movie game, Turntables on Fight Team. Nothing else really to see here besides SpongeBob jumping and dodging and stuff. What a pushover. So far what we can see here, guys, is that this is in the third area. You see a SpongeBob this guy on a platform. And it leads him down here. Sorry for the thunder in my area. That's my bad. Sorry about that for distraction. Okay, so it looks like we're going to do some nice little platform here. Okay, watch this. I love that Marble Wire soundtrack, man. It's like one of my favorites. It's probably like my third favorite soundtrack in the game, maybe. Yeah, it's definitely my third favorite soundtrack. I don't think it's as good as Poseidon or... It's not as good as Poseidon or Come With the Love. Ooh, let's see here. Ah, that's actually pretty cool. Nice pro gamer. That really sure is a pro gamer here, boys. Oh, wow, man, look at that. Alien cycle. Can't like speedrunners play speedrun this mod? That'd be cool. They probably figured out a way to use resisting to somehow to figure out the cycle of these moving things. And well, I'm gonna go back to as well. On to the next one, Lighthouse Tiki Challenge. And also, this track is all the music in this game is just like super good. Really, this music is super good. I mean, I like the downtown theme because also there's an extra button here. Downtown theme is like so calm. It's like the most calm music ever. Now that's exciting music here to destroy all these TVs. About 30 seconds. For these missions, I'm wondering if we have to come back to them after these. So you don't have to beat it like you have to beat Robo SpongeBob, and then all these missions are unlocked. I hope these missions are unlocked as you go, to where you don't have to beat the final boss, where you can get everything in one go round, if you know what I mean. Next up, Pretty Perilous. So first up here, we're in SpongeBob stream. This is something we saw earlier in the video. You could have skipped to down there, but okay. Okay, so you can see over here right behind Sand Street, oh, this is where all the stuff is at. Okay, then have to do a parkour. This one is, I like this Eric, it reminds me, it looks like this mod is like above and beyond to try to have challenges based around episodes. Like this is like the episode Pretty Patties. Also, hopefully some of the challenges are a bit more difficult because they look a bit easy right now. And there you go, there's a spatula. Pretty cool. Next one, the cold ocean, the iceberg seas. This one is my favorite area so far, what they've showed off. This is definitely my favorite. Come on, SpongeBob, let's get moving. First you get to go, you have to go down there. SpongeBob, there we go. Now there you got me on trampoline as well. Now I'm gonna have to go to the iceberg seas. Why isn't that thing? Going to their bit. Okay, so, oh, hi, Squidward. Great. Even in the most remote places in Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob is still able to find me. Look at all these icebergs, Squidward. Do you think this place is close to the North Pole? Oh, maybe we'll... even see Santa Claus. SpongeBob, if I were to tell you where a golden spatula is, would you please leave me alone? Oh, I could use another golden spatula. If you can somehow get to that giant glacier over there, I think I can see a golden spatula sitting on top. Okay, that shouldn't be too hard. Thanks, Squidward. Alright guys, so this is definitely by far my favorite area. This is giving me the snowball effect vibes, like in that beginning where the French narrator was talking about that. Also, you can go through this Patrick. And also just plus some of the sound effects and the way the robots are moving around in the TVs. This feels like something heavy Iron Man game. Also, guys, you can see right here, these things are make the exact same noise as a wilted fruit slash freezer. Typically, this is Patrick Fly too, but I think SpongeBob will be easier. A, there is jump stall, and B, some of the enemies we'll see. This is gonna have to lean for it to get to. Nice, that's a nice position. These things make the exact same noise as some of these private things. They can keep off those bouncing effects. There's a monster robot. I think a monster robot just like underused the battle for Bikini Bottom. Also, there's a truck robot. That's a robot we never seen. Out of all the robots in this, in India, the practically that's every robot that we've met so far besides Chuck and Tartar. And you will see Tartar come up as well. Right there, yep, there he is. Two enemies missing out of this level. I like the Tartar robot. It's like one of my favorite robots in the game. Nice effect. ice area with Squidward and SpongeBob in it, with the Goo Goo music, unless you're playing on PSP when they didn't have that music. Took you long enough. Now where in Bikini Bottom is even more lonely than here. Okay, maybe I think I might have a theory that this is gonna be a running gag in the game where Squidward is gonna be like trying to avoid SpongeBob and he's gonna go into these places, these remote places to try to get away from him. I feel like that's gonna be a running gag in this game, like how the familiar guy was in Employee of the Month. But now, guys, it's time to get into 10 things I want to see in Battle for Bikini Bottom Deluxe. It's time to talk about 10 things I'd love to see from Battle for Bikini Bottom Deluxe. First things first, I'd love to see is a man race and Dirty Bubble boss fight in the Mermalair. I'd love to see a man race and Dirty Bubble boss fight because those are bosses that were kind of excluded from Battle for Bikini Bottom, yet alone in SpongeBob video games. In fact, I don't think these guys have even appeared in a SpongeBob game before. Well, at least from the main 11 SpongeBob games. Actually, I took that back. They did appear in Lights, Camera, Pants. But I'd love to see them as bosses, because they've never been a boss in the game. I'd love to see them be a boss fight. I did know BFBB Mix did incorporate a Man Ray in as a little side boss a little bit. But I'd love to see a full Man Ray boss and a Dirty Bubble boss in the Mermalair. And maybe have SpongeBob and Patrick fight them, since Patrick doesn't get his own mini boss fight. Sandy got the Flying Dutchman, SpongeBob got King Jellyfish and Prawn. So I'd love to see Patrick fight these guys in the Mermalair. I'd mainly love to see Patrick maybe fight the Dirty Bubble and maybe SpongeBob fight Man Ray, because if the Dirty Bubble were to be fought, that'd be interesting. Like either Patrick could throw stuff at it to pop it, like a throw fruit. That'd be cool. Next thing I'd love to see is Weenie Hut Juniors. I was getting onto this when we saw the Salty Spittoon in the whatchamacallit area in Goo Lagoon. I'd love to see this area come back as well, since Weenie Hut Juniors has only appeared in mainly one SpongeBob game, which was Lights, Camera, Pants for the PC. I'd love to see it come back and be in BFBB Deluxe, as that would be really, really cool. Next thing I'd love to see is cut content be reincorporated, such as Glove World, Robo Squidward, Patrick Scrap Dream, and Robo Muscle Bob Buff Pants. So what I can assume about this, guys, is that who knows? Because I did see in the description from the Neptune's champion fight that every single time after each one of the three major bosses, being Robo Sponge, Robo SpongeBob, Robo Sandy, and Patrick, all have you get to almost fight them, almost have another thing where you can go back and fight something. So maybe, guys, they can reincorporate this. This should be reincorporated in SpongeBob stream. I'd love to see this hidden, since in Truth or Square the Robo Squidward fight was hidden in the Krusty Krab, what is it called? Patty Vault, the Patty Vault. Since this Robo Squidward fight took place, I'd love to see it take place again in the Deluxe, and I'd love to see Glove World somewhere. Considering that they're not adding any more new socks or Mr. Krabs' golden spatulas, they could make Glove World into a new level. Next thing I'd love to see is the moon. I'd love to see the moon be a new level. As you can see here, guys, as we saw Sandy's rocket, where he had 100 golden spatulas in order to get into it. This might mean we could go to the moon. I'd love to see in the moon. I'd love to see Squidward there. That's almost like a running gag, because we saw him in the Goo Lagoon Glaciers. I'd love to see him in the moon trying to get away from SpongeBob, but SpongeBob is there. Who knows? Maybe there's a boss fight on the moon. Who knows? I don't know. But that would be a cool thing to see. Next thing I'd love to see is Squidward and Plankton be seen in more levels, as I feel both of these characters were underused in Battle for Bikini Bottom as far as appearances. I feel like since we did see Squidward get reincorporated in Goo Lagoon, and I'd love to see these guys appear more throughout the game. Plankton makes so few appearances considering he's one of the main antagonists of the game. He only appeared in Bikini Bottom, Jellyfish Fields. He appeared in Rock Bottom, Sand Mountain, SpongeBob's Dream, and in Chumbucket Lab. That's only 6 out of the 13 levels in the game. So that's very few. I'd love to see Plankton be reincorporated. Meanwhile, for Squidward, he might have a few more appearances than Plankton, but I still do feel like both these characters were underused. Squidward was seen in Bikini Bottom, Jellyfish Fields, the Mermalair, Sand Mountain, Industrial Park, Flying Ducklin's Graveyard, SpongeBob's Dream, and in the Chumbucket Lab. So that makes for him 8 appearances. This does minus so that at least makes Squidward appear in 9 levels since he was seen in Goo Lagoon. Next up is I'd love to see more NPC models be added into the game, such as Pearl, Squilliam, Doodlebob, the My Leg Guy, Fred the Fish, Karen, and Bubble Bass. I'd love to see them be in the game. Maybe even more NPC models, like maybe Nat Peterson and the fish models to be more out there. I'd love to see more fish models in downtown Bikini Bottom to make it feel more populated. Same goes for Jellyfish and Jellyfish Fields. I'd love to see more jellyfish scattered around Jellyfish Fields. Next thing I'd love to see is Mr. Krabs' house. I'd love to see this somehow be reincorporated and have like maybe a fight a bunch of robots in there, kind of like how we have in Sandy Streetum and in the Krusty Krab. And maybe Pearl will give you his golden spatula. Oh, this is kind of an idea what I did reincorporate in my how I would have remade Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated video. I did include saying I'd love to see this. Next thing is I'd love to see in the Mermalair is a reference or little area with a reference to the Super Acquaintances. I'd love to see them have a little feature in there. I'd love to see them have a little appearance there. They did it in Truth or Square, so I hope they can do it in this mod. I'd also love to see Shift somehow be hidden as a little background, hidden as a little reference in the background, like a little Easter egg. Considering Shift is a big part in Battle for Bikini Bottom, I don't think the game would have gotten so popular as it is now if it weren't for somebody like Shift. I'd love to see him somehow get credited or somehow put in as an Easter egg in the level. Last thing I want to see is cruise boosting. I want to see cruise boosting in a segment like maybe where you need to use something like cruise boosting in a segment so you can get past in one of those new challenges. I'd love to see cruise boosting being acquired and being something like maybe one of the speedrunning strategies, like maybe Sponge Glide be used for something, maybe SBA, I don't know. I'd love to see something like that be reincorporated. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. All credit goes to Gravity. He will be mentioned in the description. And alrighty guys, I'll see you guys next time.